Alright, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to joining Unstable TV here today. We're going to have a very special match. We're actually going to be covering the 2bh.org in-house tournament. I think there's about 32 of them in total. We're up to the quarterfinals already. So we are going to have Azure as a zerg player versus Miz as random. And this time I'm actually joined by one of the forum regulars, Sif. How are you, mate?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Good to be here.
Yeah. So you know these players the most. What do you think we're going to see?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a really exciting matchup. This is for the Who Wears the Pants tourney, and at the moment we've got Miz, who's hovering around rank 500 in Southeast Asia, and Azure, who's hovering around 480. So, very interesting play styles from both of them. I've seen Miz play a fair few games. He's a very aggressive, I would say almost hyper-aggressive Protoss player. He loves his early, 2-gate pressure or maybe a 4-gate. We've also got Azure, who's an aggressive Zerg player. I think he might be even favouring the new ro8, range upgrade, so you might see a ro8 build.
Yeah. Well, if he does go for the 5 ro8 rush that I have seen pretty popular on the ladder recently, especially versus fast expanding Protosses, it actually catches him extremely off guard and is very fun to do because it makes him rage. But especially at that ro8 range, it's insane now. Like you can pretty much chase down stalkers sometimes. You can kite zealots so much more effectively. It's not funny. It looks like we are going to be seeing some SimCity-ness from Miz. Interesting. So yeah. Yeah,
so we might be going here for the early Forge 2-base opening into Robo, which would work quite well against a ro8 build if he decides to go for the Immortal tech. It's interesting to see how this plays out, though. I must say I actually have played a few games myself since the patch came out, and that ro8, as you said, once the range has been upgraded to 4, I mean, kiting zealots is so much easier. I mean, they literally melt away in battles. So I would really like to see that. And Miz, as a Protoss player who I've got a lot of respect for, I'd like to see how he handles that if it does go that way.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I kind of... It depends on how much Miz has played on the ladder recently, because these kind of builds here will be very, very dangerous to go against any kind of ro8 pressure, because they will outrange that cannon. Like, there's no way to place your cannon to be safe as well as defending any of your buildings. So either way, you're going to get your cannon hit or you're going to get your buildings hit by ro8s. And if you do go for a very fast expand kind of build, you don't have the meat in the army that you want to help out. But I'm kind of surprised. I was noticing something just before. Miz sent his 9 scout to build the pylon, but then came back to his base for a little bit and then went back out at 11. I'm not sure whether that was a mistake or anything else, but he's got a decent SimCity here. It is very susceptible to bangling busts right now, though, so he's always going to be worried about that.
Definitely a weakness in the middle of the two gateways. It's actually quite interesting. I was expecting to see the Nexus go down first and then like a Forge, and he's gone for the 2-gate. And as I was saying before, he really loves that 2-gate pressure, especially in this kind of matchup.
Yeah, it is good, but I really think he should have scouted with that 9 pylon probe before he went 2-gate, because it's opposite sides of the map.
Yeah, I mean, he's lucky he has actually found him on the second base he's scouted, but, I mean, it could have been a situation where he had to wait till the 3rd and wouldn't really know what was going on. But here we go, we do see 3 zealots on the way for some early aggression, so this will be interesting how it plays out.
Well, Azure has caught that on his screen, so he's definitely gonna know that's coming. And if we scroll down to his base, he's already got 4 lings, he's got a spy. No, he's getting a ro8 warren up now. And we do have 4 more lings on the way. So with that clean, he's going to be able to hold this off decently until the ro8s come out. So I am not worried.
Yeah, and if you look at the production tab, he's got more lings on the way. He's got ling speed on the way, and he's got the ro8, the warren up and coming. The thing that was good to note, that his Overlord placement, Azure's Overlord placement at the beginning there was quite good. He had 2 Overlords, 1 on each side of those 2 main roads. So he could actually spot any early rushes, which is exactly what he's done.
Yeah, we did get a nice surround on the first 2 zealots there, but unfortunately a little bit of a miscontrol. He was getting both of them down at the same time. Probably should have focus fired one of them. He does have 2 more zealots coming into his main. Nice lava inject, but he needs to keep that queen alive as he's pulling all his drones here to help out. They're going to get a lot down, but we do have 6 more lings on the way. He does have the lava now for ro8s, so he needs to get there now out ASAP. He's just running his lings past. The rally point really hurting him here. It's a move rally, not an attack rally, which was changed a few patches ago, but does defend it eventually. But in the meantime, we have a quick look up here. Miz does have his expansion about 25% of the way done. His photon cannon's down, and he's now got a complete wall off here. This is very, very susceptible to bangling busts, though, so hopefully he doesn't fall short of that. The link speed is about to pop as well for Azure. He's got that roach for him, but he hasn't actually pumped any roaches yet. I'm kind of surprised at that.
Yeah. We do have, 6 + 4, 10 lings on the way to Miz's base now. Only one cannon's online. Second cannon is coming online. Yeah, we know that, lings love cannons. So it'll be good to try and break that wall.
If I'm looking at this right, he can run all the way around and only take a couple of hits from the second cannon, one nearest to the wall. If he runs all the way up... Oh, no, there's a pylon up there now. Okay, that's better. I was going to say he will lose quite a few probes if he just runs all the way around, but that's alright. So, the response we've got here... Oh, is he going to run for a run by...
Bit of a dance through, past the gas. Oh,
no, he's
decided not to.
I don't know, I think that was a mistake.
Yeah, I think, he could have been more aggressive and taken out... There's 3 probes there. He could have got in there, had a bit of a dance with the probes. I'm sure the probes would have found that.
Or even that, he could have run straight up the ramp. He would have lost like 4 or 5 lings, but there still would have been 7 or 8 there to go and take out any probes up in the main. But let's have a quick look back down here. We've got a hatchery coming for Azure. He's droning up pretty hard. He did lose quite a few to that early zealot aggression. So we're looking at 20 drones to 26 probes, and that expansion is now up. So Miz definitely ahead at this point in time. The one thing he can't do right now is let the Zerg drone up. Like, he's got the advantage. He needs to chuck down 2 or 3 more gateways, or he's only just getting a cybernetic core now. And this is what I was saying. This build would die 100% to a Bangling Bust. No question.
One thing to know, this is just a side note, not really anything important to do with the game, but I do love the way that, when queens do the lava injection, they literally just spew out of their breasts onto the hatch. It's a fantastic little animation there. Whoever decided that they'll spew out of their breasts, well done.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like we've got, 4 gas coming online. So we've got 2 already, and then there's 2 more gas for Miz, so maybe a gas heavy build. We've got the Robo Bay being produced, so Colossus, do you think, unstable?
I honestly don't know at this stage. I haven't seen Miz's playstyle. He can either get the Robo for the Observer and then transition straight into Templar, or he could go for that 2 Robo timing push with about 4 or 5 Colossus out, which is very devastating to do. But if he sits back this passively, Azure should be taking a third. I'm just having a quick look down at Azure's base now. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
So he's right there. He's taking his third. He's got his Overlords placed. His Lings are at the front of the base. What he needs to do now is nothing but drones. Nothing but drones for the next good 4 or 5 minutes, because he knows that Miz has just spent all this money on cannons. He's got his Robotics Bay now, but he's still only got that 1 Zealot. If we look at the army tab, he's got 1 Zealot and 2 Stalkers. So even if he does start pumping units right now as hard as he can, he's still going to have a lot of time to respond for Azure. And he is getting that lair, which is going to be up soon. He's getting a couple of roaches, but really...
He's doing exactly what you're saying as well. He's just started mass producing zones. He had 8 in the production tab there for quite a while, and they've just popped. Now he's got 4 that are about to pop. He's got the roaches coming on, and it's against just a few stalkers being produced. So as you said, he's definitely going for the hard economy pump now. Yeah,
well, it's what you have to do with Zerg. I never played Zerg before I just played Protoss, and recently. I was trying to keep up my knowledge for the ZVZ and the ZVT matchups, and as I've been playing Zerg on the ladder, that's one of the hardest things to notice is, versus a turtling Protoss, the first reaction you're going to have is that, oh my god, there's going to be units coming at me, I need to get units out, when the actual opposite is what you need to do. You need to just be calm, drone. He's got 12 drones in production right now, which is absolutely perfect.
Phenomenal, yeah.
So his income now is just overtaking Miz's. And if he's got 3 queens down at his bases, which I'm sure he will be, he's just going to have the lava production to do whatever the hell he wants and pump out a mass roach army. He's going for the Spire as well, so that's going to help him, especially versus these Colossi. He's going to be able to get some Corruptors as well.
Because and he's just dropped it down as well. So he's got Hydra, Roach. He's got so many tech options now. It would be interesting to see some Infestors on the way too.
Yeah, Infestors are okay. I think the easier path to counter Colossi is going to be for those Corruptors, because you can't get in and out. And it's also an easy upgrade path to Brood Lords, which are very, very frustrating to deal with as a Protoss player. But he is now starting to get a lot of his... he's still got another 8 drones on him. And he's got both double upgrades coming now as well. So really good play by him. If you have a look at the income tab, he's now at 62 to 51. So he's now overtaking the income. And we're looking at 87 supply, to 102. So he's now... This is a one thing that so many Protoss get stuck in the lull of. They go,